issues that we have drafted, and probably can give you very, I think, probably some pretty good estimates as to what it's going to cost. We know that we're going to move approximately 55 classrooms, for example. We're working on estimates of how much labor is it going to cost. Well, that's a question of how much the packing and teachers do. And, we're working on that, but the progression of the committee's work needs to be recognized and affirmed, I think, before we really put firm numbers to where exactly are we going to move each room, what the mechanics of all that will be before we can really tell you exactly. I can tell you exactly where the $700,000 estimate came from. It's really $693,000 in terms of a couple of people that are principals that are going to retire, estimates for what few other building level people we're going to need, exactly the average, the costs that we've given you. I think I'm sure we presented at the meetings. We tell you what the average cost of heating and lighting each of the buildings we currently have, what we spent the last 3 years. Presuming that we'll spend similar numbers. We know that we've got some significant repair issues in a couple of those buildings that need to be part of the calculus too. That's been addressed by the committee and by the finance committee. So I think that the recommendation that our department's made to the superintendent is that we need to know, we need to have the board say this is the direction and these are the new parameters to do the security planning and further. That's Dr. Joe.
Yes, thank you. I was charged by our superintendent to take over this committee work, and I think I have attended. I know I've attended every meeting. And the people who helped us to come with this plan were mostly staff members. It was bottom up. And we looked at 7, 8 different plans. And we looked at them, we summarized them, we pared them down to 3, 4 plans, we looked at them, summarized them some more, ended up with 2 plans. We met with the community 5 or 6 times, if I remember, 6 times.
I don't have the numbers in front of me. I'm thinking it was even more. It might have been 7.
And we shared the 2 plans, but we emphasized the plan that was recommended to you.
Also, during the parent-teacher conferences, the teachers talked with the parents about it that were in the room. The slideshow was running in one of the rooms during that time, and the principal was giving out the PowerPoint notes and information, and would talk to anyone that wanted to be spoken with.
Correct. Then last Monday, we convened a configuration committee with actually charging them to come with recommendations that we are making to the board. The recommendation, number 1 recommendation was that plan number 6, which you have in here, was unanimously approved by the committee. The second question was, which 2 buildings we need to use, because you only have 4 buildings rather than 6 buildings. And some of them was kind of forced by the numbers we had. For example, for the primary building, which was pre-K to 1, we needed 24 or 25 classrooms after we consulted the building principal. The only building we have, an elementary building, which have that kind of number of rooms is 1 building, it's 4. So that was forced, the number forced itself. Then in terms of eliminating which one was also forced by the number. In order to have a building for our 2nd to 4th, we needed 21, 22 classrooms. And one of our buildings only had maximum of 17 classrooms. So that forced elimination of another building. Then the question was basically which 2 buildings, which happen to be homes and training, is efficient, because both buildings have the right number of classrooms, 22. We did a lot of analysis. Dr. Emerson helps. We shared that with the committee, and the analysis was basically, I'm just simplifying it. In order to fix it, we have heating and cooling problem in most of our building except Kaiser. Because that was fixed about 3-4 years ago. In order to fix the heating and cooling system for the entire building for Cheney, it costs about $435,000 estimate. In order to fix heating and cooling at homes, approximately $70,000. So that was given to the community. The second factor was, how much does it cost to operate annually? According to our estimate and average that Dr. Emerson have put together, other building, 4 homes, is approximately $60,000, $65,000 annually for everything, utilities and so forth. Cheney was about $95,000. And this was just shared with the committee, and it was the committee's decision. They moved that we recommend this plan to the Board of Education. It was always grassroots up. And I want to tell you something. My plan that I had in my own mind never even made it to the first place. It hurt my feeling a little bit I was driving, but when you believe in a process, you want people to be involved with it, usually you get the best product. Now, these are what I share with you are facts. The rest of them is come from my experience. As I've mentioned this several times to other committee members, I come here every year before I was hired as consultant to give a scholarship. And this is really the first time that I've seen a vision from our superintendent that the student achievement as she used to say, is the most important one. She charged us to come with a plan which benefits our kids. And if at the same time, as Dr. Emerson says, we could save some money, do more with less money, it would happen, it would happen. The plan that we are presenting to you, if I may just share a few of them with you, it provides total collaboration between grade level teachers. Right now we've got 4 buildings. It's hard to get all first grade teachers together, all second grade teachers together.
So that streamlines the delivery of instruction.
Delivery instruction. It also have consistent curriculum because all first graders are in the same building, all the third graders in the same building. Now, with all due respect with all of us, we are all independent people, we are high-minded teachers, we know we have a curriculum, but when we go to our classroom and when we have 4 different buildings, we may not do all the same way. Not here, everywhere. The research, I was doing research, that's all. The other one, which is very, very important, I find that out when I became middle school principal, that we get kids from 4 different cultures. We get them from Cheney, we get them from Ford, we get them from Holmes, we get them from Kaiser. They come from different cultures. And mashing that together, that's why middle school is very challenging, I may say, to handle. They come from 4 different cultures, they got their own friends, and matching that is very difficult. This plan that is recommended to the board create one culture from kindergarten through 12th grade, pre-kindergarten through 12th grade. And it is very much possible that our kids be together for 14 years, and we build on the cultures as we go along. There are many other benefits that we share with the board when we made the presentation last time.
Well, if I may, just one quick other that I'd like to mention is how exciting that the intermediate learning center can become, because you have a 5th, 6th, and 7th grade you're going to have together for the first time in a building where they've never been a part of a middle school before. They're coming from elementary level, or they've never been in the middle school. So we as the educators, as the adults in the building, get to show them how to set the culture. We get to show them what it looks like, what it sounds like, what it feels like. And so that's exciting to know that we have the opportunity to change the culture and to really enhance that